Hi guys, last week I made the announcement I was going to start my new series Tax with Perps, and I'm so excited. I've gotten a lot of updates, I've gotten a lot of congratulations, and it's time to get into where we're here. So this is the first edition, this is the first episode of Tax with Perps, and I thought to start with something that's been on a lot of people's mind. I've gotten numerous questions on, should I register my business as a business name or as a limited liability company come 2026, and I am here to demystify that. I'm going to start from the very beginning, and I'll take it to right where you need to know, like I'll hit the spot. So let's get right into it. What is a business name? What does it mean for you to register your business as a business name? So when you register your business as a business, I know that a lot of us register our business as business name because it is cheaper to do that. They'll tell you register your business name for 10,000 naira, while register your company as a limited liability company for maybe 40,000 or 30,000. I mean, there's a lot of gap in the money. So most times, just like, what's the difference? If I open it as a business name, I can still get a bank account. I can still do all of that things. Why don't I just go for the cheaper option without really understanding the implication of what we're doing? So let's come back home. When you register your business as a business name, what you're doing is you're telling the government that yourself and your business are seen as one. It's like a sole proprietorship business where you are the only person managing the business. Now, when you register your business as a business name, these are some of the advantages that comes with it. It means that you register the business, but the business is still the same as you. You have 100% ownership of the business. But the downside is that you have unlimited liability. So what it means is that if you owe somebody money, if your business takes a loan from the bank, let's say you registered your business name as Peps Collection. Let's say Peps Collection goes to Sterling Bank and takes a loan of 1 million naira from Sterling Bank, and the business Peps Collection, which is a business name, is unable to pay back the loan. The bank can come and take Perpetual Badejo's property, because in the face of the law, Perpetual Badejo and Peps Collection are seen as one. Another thing is going concern. Most time when people register their business as business name, the business does not outlive you. The moment God forbid, you leave this earth, the business also leaves this earth. That's what it means, because there's no structure. Most times there's no structure. And business name most times is typically considerable if your business is really very small, just a micro business, just something you do on the side, and you don't want to go through all those structuring, all of those responsibility obligations that comes with registering a proper business. Right now, let's come to the tax implication. This is just me providing some sort of background to what a business name is. Now, to the tax implication, when you register your business as a business name, it does not mean that you're not going to be paying taxes, and that's where a lot of people get it wrong. First of all, they feel like, if I register as business name, I'm not going to be paying taxes. No. Let me clarify that. Let me start with value-added tax. When you register your business as a business name, if you fall under the category of a small business, which according to the Nigerian Tax Administration Act of 2025, any business with gross turnover of less than 100 million and with fixed asset of no more than 50 million, you are classified as a small business. Now, if you're a small business, what that means is, for the sake of value-added tax, you are not mandated to charge, you're not mandated to register, you're not mandated to file value-added tax, because the government is saying that you're small. We don't want to bother you, just don't worry about VAT, right? We'll find another way to collect the VAT on that transaction, right? So don't worry about it. That's for value-added tax, right? But then, if you really think about it, you still need to keep proper books of account. The fact that they said you shouldn't worry about VAT, how do you claim? How can you convince me as a tax authority that you are a small business if you don't keep proper record? Just think about it, because when they come for you, when the tax authority writes a letter to you, you need to prove to them that you're a small business. How do you prove to them? By showing them your books of account that, see, my gross turnover for the year, I didn't make more than the 100 million that they say I should make. See, my fixed asset is no more than this amount of money. You have evidence to back up. When it comes to tax, it's not about cho. You must show workings. You must show documents that back your claim. So that's that about value-added tax. Let's talk about the income tax that you would have to pay as a business name. As a business name, you still have to pay taxes. Just that your business, Peps Collection, is not the one paying taxes. You, the owner, Perpetual Badejo, is the one paying the taxes for the business, because, of course, the business and yourself are seen as one. So when the government wants to tax the business, they'll come to you and they'll say, Perpetual Badejo, every money that you make in the previous year, whether you made it from your business Peps Collection, or you made it from your salaried employment, or you made it from side gigs, whatever thing that you're doing, we're going to collect taxes on all of this money. So indirectly, they've already collected taxes on the profit that you made from PEP's collection. So the taxes that a business name will pay is what we call personal income tax. And as a sole proprietor, as a business owner that you have a business name, you do what we call the self-assessment at the end of each year. So for 2025, for instance, at the end of 2025, you'll be required to, compute your books of account. You don't have to audit your account. Just compute something based on that, calculate the profit that you made from your business, and then pay taxes on it. So that's about a business name. It is very easy, there's less filing requirement and very sweet, right? But let's look at limited liability company. Do you really want to have a limited liability company? So for me, personally, I always advise people to register their business as a limited liability company. And I'll tell you why, but before that, what does it mean to register your business as a limited liability company? When you register your business as a limited liability company, what you're basically doing is that you are incorporating your company, you're incorporating your business, you are setting up your business to stand alone. And in the face of the law, your business is seen as a different entity from you. Your business can enter into contract with people, they can contract people, they can do also. They are seen differently. Now remember that when I said business name, that if you go to Sterling Bank, PEP's collection collects a loan and you're unable to pay back, because it is a business name, they will come and sell your personal car to pay back that loan. But for a limited liability company, it is not like that. Your business is seen separately. When your business takes a loan from the bank and they are unable to pay back, they will not come for you, the owner. They will not come for you because the business is seen separately from you. Now, that's the sweet part about limited liability company. Then the second part is that if you really want to grow, you have plans of expanding your business, you're not going to remain small forever, right? So you might want to start registering your business. You might want to register your business as a limited liability company, have a number of shares that is allotted to you, so that tomorrow, if you have investors that want to join your business, you can sell shares to them. So, this is how much my business is worth. If you want to contribute $10,000 or $15,000, this is the amount of shares that you would get from my business. This is the part of the ownership. It allows you to bring in more people. These are the advantage of limited liability company. And then, for investors' sake, they see you as more serious when you are registered as a limited liability company. But we are yet to talk about tax. So let's talk about the tax implication for a small company, a limited liability company. So first of all, for value-added tax, it's still the same. If you whether you're a company or a business, if you make less than, as a small, for the sake of value-added tax, as a small business, if you make less than 100 million naira in turnover, and you can prove that your fixed asset is no more than 250 million, and you're not into the running of professional services, then you would not be mandated to file, to register, and then to remit VAT. That's for the sake of VAT. Now, for income tax's sake, you're going to pay what we call company's income tax. Your business, your company, PEPs Limited, that you register as limited liability company, is going to pay what we call company's income tax, which is either from next year, which is either 0% or 30%. So sometimes you don't even need to avoid taxes, because you might actually be a small company, but you would not even know, because all you care about is, I don't want to pay taxes. You're not even listening to the right conversations. So if you can prove that your turnover is less than 50 million, that's according to the Nigerian Tax Act. If your turnover is less than 50 million, your fixed asset is not more than 50 million, and you're not running professional services, then you're a small company. Do you know what that means, my friend? You pay 0% tax. Your income tax will be 0%. So far you don't make up to that threshold, you are within that bracket, you are seen as a small company, and the government just wants you to grow. They don't want to collect taxes from you yet. Whatever money you make, they want you to reinvest it back in your business. So you pay 0% taxes. Now, that's where people get it, tricky. Like, should I now register as a business name, or should I register as a limited liability company? For me, I lean more towards a limited liability company, but then you must remember that when you register your business as a limited liability company, there are additional responsibilities that come with it. You must prepare your audited financial statement, right? You must do some CAC filing, that you must comply with. There are a bit of regulation here and there, but in the long run, if you look at it holistically, not just for the sake of avoiding tax, not evading is illegal. For the purpose of avoiding tax, trying to pay less taxes, I lean more towards registering your company as a limited liability company, because most people right now, you will see that you fall under that small company